Rightio, let's get stuck into the next speaker.
Bring in the next one.
Absolutely. He's a prop tech pioneer, founder of Props, and now the group CEO of Colab 6. And he's here today to show you how AI doesn't replace you, it will multiply you. Daniel will pull back the curtain on how AI and the process work together in the real world. Not as a buzzword, but as a genuine unfair advantage. By the end of this session, you'll see exactly where AI belongs in your listing, prospecting, and follow-up game plan. Please welcome the man helping agents weaponize technology, Daniel Bignold.
Here are today's top news. To ensure only the best words are used, White House speech announces new thesaurus with all synonyms replaced by Trump. In shocking speech, White House announces plan to replace all U.S. ambassadors with highly opinionated game show hosts for more entertaining diplomacy.
The White House unveils Truth GPT, an AI that rewrites all social media posts globally to reflect undisputed facts up tremendously.
White House announces AI will now write all press briefings to ensure 100% factual incomprehensibility.
White House speech reveals plan.
So clearly fake news, right? But for those that aren't aware, that's actually Google VO, and it's completely fake. Fake newsreaders, fake newsroom, fake everything. Right? So the line between what's real and what's fake these days is completely blurred. Do you agree with me? When you look online, when you look at your social media, what's real, what's fake? And there's a big fear that comes out of that. The fear that I'm sure everybody in this room is fearing is that your role is going to be replaced by AI. Who's got that fear? One person. Awesome. That's good. That's good. Do you think newsreaders are fearing that their role is going to be replaced? So will AI ever replace my job? Is a big question on everybody's lips. But I'm going to here today to tell you that it won't. Clearly it won't. It's not going to replace any roles. Will it? No? Let me throw a stat at you. Over 10,000 jobs have actually been attributed to being lost in the US already, just in July alone, a few months ago. Another stat. The World Economic Forum predict that AI will displace 92 million jobs by the year 2030. What do we think about that? So, you're probably thinking, what types of jobs? Surely there's certain jobs that are not going to be replaced. Let me give you a couple of examples.
At the time of making this video, the most popular song on Spotify in the UK is by an AI band, The Velvet Sundown.
Dust on the wind, boots on the ground.
Not a bad song, hey? Completely AI-generated band. So this actually reached #1 on Spotify. The scary thing about this is the AI algorithm inside Spotify actually helped to make this the most popular band. So AI's helping its buddy AI to be really popular. So it's incredible in terms of what AI can do. And so not only artists, let me introduce you to Tilly.
3 seasons and a podcast.
Bragging about getting gigs and battling a villain. Meet the latest creation from the world of artificial intelligence.
Tilly Norwood, 100% AI generated.
The European company Particle 6 is presenting her as an actress. The CEO says she's been meeting with entertainment companies, and Norwood could be represented by a talent agency in the next few months. Real-life actors are outraged.
So Tilly Norwood, here's the next generation of our actors. So they're actually talking about now creating a whole new genre of movies, which is AI. So you got action, comedy, AI. So Tilly's actually already done a short film. She's got an agent now. She's getting pitched for different films. You think this is just this fad that's a fly-by-night fad that's going to change? Or do you think AI is actually embedded into everything we do today? I'm keen to understand your thoughts. Is this a disaster or is this an opportunity? Who's here glass half full? Who's here glass half empty? So we need to think about this in terms of our jobs and our lives. So let me finish this quote, or this stat. I showed you the first half of it. Let me see if this changes your perception. 92 million jobs displaced by 2030, but AI will create 170 million jobs by 2030. So almost double it will basically, that it replaces, it'll create. So what this means for you is a big, big question around your mindset. How will you adapt to AI? Do you see it as the enemy or do you see it as your best friend? Could this be your secret weapon? So let me take you through a little bit of a journey, a little bit of an evolution of AI. So this is where we're now going to get into the detail. This is where AI really starts to move the needle for you as real estate agents. So the evolution has basically gone broadly from text to voice to video. So we're not going to talk about using ChatGPT for listing content. That's just so 2024. We're moving forward, right? So we're wanting to think about using ChatGPT for a whole bunch of other things. So we're going to start with the first item, which is text. And to do that, you need to actually open your mind and think differently about search today. So obviously, Google is still number one. But search is rapidly changing. And you need to understand this concept because it's really important for you and your businesses. So a couple more stats for you. So firstly, about 80% of search is still controlled through Google, which is still significant. Next stat here is that GPT is about 10% now. It's growing, but it's growing rapidly. It's about 10% now that people are using GPT to actually do searches. But the most important stat is this, that 60% of the Google searches now use the AI mode. So if you do some quick maths there, over half of all digital searches are using AI. And what you have to understand the difference is that with Google, it's a search. You put something in there, it goes and finds links and says, here's 7 pages full of stuff, good luck. It's in there somewhere. Whereas AI is actually your personal research assistant. So AI does the research for you. And that's really powerful when you think about how you can leverage it into your businesses. So I've got a few examples here. Bear with me. So I want to give you some detail here, but it's really, really important because this is the stuff that moves the needle in your business. So who's actually put their name into ChatGPT just to search themselves? Really? Only a few? Okay, that's your first job on Thursday morning when you're back in your office. So who's actually searched their area and asked for a recommendation as an agent? Good. A few more hands. Okay, I just did this as an example. Sorry, the copy's a little bit small, I'll read it out. So I basically just said, I'm looking to sell my house in Coolum Beach, Queensland. Can you recommend a top agent, please? Guess who came up? Joel Hood. No surprises why he wrote 3.5 mil. Right, so by far, number one agent as recommended from ChatGPT in Coolum Beach. Let's use another example here. I basically said that I'm a real estate agent in Melbourne and I actually want to use ChatGPT to give me advice on how to build my profile, build my digital footprint. This is a really important thing that I want you to take away from this session is your digital footprint. Say it to me in the break. Come up to me and say, I'm going to build my digital footprint. So your digital footprint's really important and you can use AI to help you build that. So gone are the days of, well, not fully gone, but the days of SEO are significantly changing, and it's now actually just ask AI how to cheat itself. Like the whole discipline of SEO was trying to cheat Google. It's now actually, you can get AI to help you cheat itself or tell you how to actually leverage it. So use it because it will do the research for you. So when I did that, it basically came up with a whole thesis on how to actually change my profile and build it. So there's a lot here, you do it for yourself, but it obviously talks through everywhere that you appear, REA, and rate my agents, etc., etc. making sure that you've got really specific information, and consistency is key. Always show your details, the areas that you service, the suburbs, your BDA, etc. Make sure you get as many testimonials as you can, as many third-party links as you can. All this information is crucial to build your digital footprint. And remember that AI, you can't actually pay to actually upgrade and get sponsored links, right? It goes and does the research, and remember, it's grabbing from all different sources, doing that research and collating it for you. So that's what it can do for your clients. Sorry, that's what it can do for you to obviously reach your clients. And really important point there is, this is accessible and at the fingertips of your clients. It's at the fingertips of you as well, and if you're not using it, your clients will be using it, your competitors will be using it, and you'll be left behind if you're not using it. So another example here. Who's done some deep research on GPT? Couple, nice. So this is actually a feature. They did have it as a little button down the bottom. Previously they've removed that, but now you just have to specify deep research in your question. So part of the whole challenge here is you've got to learn how to talk to AI because it's different. It's all about prompts. The prompts are crucial. So just an example up there, I just said, do a deep research report on my area, give it a postcode, give it some suburbs, and basically say something like, tell me all the recent sales in the last few months, most active agents, etc., right? So you do a prompt like that, and basically it does all the work. You don't have to sit there for hours on looking at PropTrack or CoreLogic or whatever you use. It does the work there. Gives you all the average sale prices, gives you the property details, talks you through medium price ranges, etc., gives you all the information at your fingertips. Most active agents. Who's here in the 3,000 postcode? No one's in the city? Oh, a couple in the city. So it talks about all of the information there at your fingertips, ready for you to use. This is powerful information for you to take into your listing presentations. And if you're not doing it, your competitors are. Make sense? You with me? Good. So last example in the text side of things is basically here, there's a whole new world that AI has moved into now, which is creating apps. So this one here is a tool that I've used here just as an example for today. It's called V0, there's Replit, there's a few others. So this basically, again, based on a prompt, can actually build you an app or a web app. Now they're fairly basic, admittedly, at this moment, but give it a couple of months and it's going to go through the roof. So all I did here, just for the, thank you for the suggestion, Manos, I basically did a prompt around building a commission calculator. Right? You can ask it to do whatever you want. You don't have to read all that. There's a lot of words there. But basically, it's just, I asked it to build a commission calculator with a flat fee and a tiered fee structure with some examples, etc. And then you might have to do a little bit of further editing once it does it. As soon as you put that into V0, it does its thing. So in the background, it's actually coding. So the AI is coding, building a web page for me, and building an app built into a web page. So it does its thing, it produces the calculator, and voila, there's my calculator. Now, guess how long that took me? Literally long enough to write that paragraph, maybe 5 minutes. So I'm not a coder, I'm a tech guy, but I'm not a coder. And these are the sort of tools at our fingertips now. So this one here, you can put in a network fee, whatever you're paying, franchise or network. Obviously, flat fee structure is pretty basic, but I just did a tiered structure here where it's 3 different tiers, 1.1%, 3%, and 5%. And then essentially what it will do is do the calculation for you, spit out a result at the bottom based on a certain sale price, 856,000. It hits, you hit calculate, and there's my commission. Shows me my gross commission that's going to the network, commission net, the net commission coming to me. That's just an example of the power of AI that you have at your fingertips. Now, it's getting close to Christmas. There's my Christmas gift to you. It's free, it's public, go use it. Take a photo, go ahead and use it. Big disclaimer there, myself and Colab 6 take no responsibility for incorrect commission calculations or poor negotiations. That's on you. But please go ahead and use that commission calculator. Everyone finished their photos? Good. So that's text, right? That's the whole world of text, or summarised. And now we're moving on to voice. This is when it starts to get really cool, really exciting for me as a geek. So on the voice side, I want you to listen to a couple of calls here. These are real phone calls. Australian accents are being used in Australia today. Meet Sarah, our property manager receptionist. Have a listen. The confidential information is beeped out, so there is a lot of beeping.
Welcome to Property Management. This is Sarah, your digital assistant. Just to let you know, this call is recorded for quality and training purposes. How can I help today?
Hi, Sarah. My name's I'm a tenant of yours at Property Management. I just wanted to report an issue at one of my properties I'm living at. I'm at...
Sure, I can help with that. Could you tell me your name, please?
My name's Isabel.
Thanks, Isabel. I found the property at... What issue are you experiencing there?
I'm just experiencing a hot water issue where the hot water isn't working at all.
I understand how frustrating that can be. Let's sort it out.
We'll keep moving to the next example.
Welcome to Property Management. This is Sarah, your digital assistant. Just to let you know, this call is recorded for quality and training purposes. How can I help today?
Hi Sarah, I have a property near your office and I was looking to see if you guys do property management.
Sure, we do property management. Could you tell me the address of the property?
Yes.
Got it. And could I get your name, please?
My name's Tom.
Thanks, Tom. Let me quickly check if we have this property in our system.
So there's a couple of examples. These are real. These are live. These are not. This is not in the US and to come in 12 months' time. So AI is being used today from a voice perspective, and this can be inbound. It can be outbound. You could actually use it to call some of your orphan data in your database. Sure, you might not want it to call the hottest leads coming from your Saturday opens on Monday, but you can utilise it to increase your capacity, give you greater flexibility, greater efficiency, etc. So these are real examples. Now I'm going to try and do something live here up on stage. So just want to understand who practices their listing pitch presentation internally. Like, do you practice with your peers, your sales managers, etc., etc. A bit of role play. Who does that? No one. Okay. Sorry. Who does? One person in the room. I think everybody should be. I think you're worried because you know I'm going to get a volunteer. That's what it is, isn't it? Okay, I need a volunteer. Where's my mate Justin? There he is. You keen? Give Justin a round of applause. All right. Let's see if this works. I want to introduce you to my friend Grok here. Hey, Grok, you there?
Sorry, I am not working right now.
Actually, you can do that. Okay, Grok, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, Grok. Hey, guess what? Well, actually, no, I'll get you to have a look. I've just turned my camera on. What can you see, Grok?
I see a conference room with round tables, attendees seated, and materials like water bottles and notebooks. It looks like a professional event or meeting. What's happening there?
I'm actually doing a presentation about AI, about you, really, so it's pretty exciting, hey?
That sounds incredibly exciting. Presenting about AI, especially me, must be engaging for your audience. How's it going so far?
Really
Need
good.
any specific points?
Hey, you're talking too much. Can I interrupt you for a second? So I've got my mate Justin up here. We're going to do a bit of a live role play. So what we're going to do, I want you to be a potential seller of your property. So let's call you Jessica. And my mate Justin here is going to do a bit of a pitch to see if you can list with him. What do you reckon?
Sure, sounds fun. I'm Jessica. What's your pitch, Justin?
All right. Go. I'm going to have to keep this with you.
Why?
Go.
Jessica, thank you so much for your time today. I think we are the right agency for you based on our market presence in the area, the ability to speak multiple languages in a core area that has a really good demographic, and we suit that demographic really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is quite exciting, to be very honest with you. We've got a really large team. I've called a couple of auctions. Love what I do, and I think we really bring an energy and a great team to be able to negotiate for you and for the best outcome.
What energy? How many listings did your team sell last month? And which languages exactly?
We speak Vietnamese, Turkish, Maltese, Hindi, Urdu, Punjabi, Tamil, which is a lot of the local area in the western suburbs of Melbourne. So, and the sales-wise, last month we sold 6 in the core area, which is pretty good. And we've got a couple buyers, as everyone does, that have missed out, and a couple, I don't know if you've heard of a buyer agent, there's a couple of them, and they're also around, and I think we can introduce you to a couple.
6 is decent, but I need more.
So do I.
You get the idea. Thank you very much, Justin. You just missed her final comment there. She said, okay, Justin, you've got my attention. So you're starting to break it down a bit. So that's the sort of thing you can do with voice, right? Pretty cool, hey? Like, you're probably better off talking to your sales manager or a Tom Panos or someone, but that's just the way in which you can continually practice, continually hone your skills using AI, using the voice side of things. So that's voice. Let's move on to video. In terms of video, I went through a couple of these things last year, if anyone saw me up on stage last year. This one here, I'm doing my best real estate agent impersonation and talking through this amazing property. Welcome to number 23, Michael Street. This is a beautifully presented home with amazing renovations, ready for a family just to move straight in and create some wonderful memories.
欢迎来到迈克尔街23号。这是一套装修精美的住宅，经过了令人惊叹的翻新，适合一家人拎包入住，共同创造美好回忆。请享用。Καλώς ήρθατε στην οδό Μιχαήλ 23. Πρόκειται για ένα όμορφα παρουσιασμένο σπίτι με καταπληκτικές ανακαινήσεις. Έτοιμο για μια οικογένεια να μετακομίσει αμέσως και να δημιουργήσει υπέροχες αναμνήσεις μαζί. Εύελ.
Γεια σου. How good's that? How good was the translation? Was it spot on? Even see the mouth, right? So this is crucial. I can't speak Mandarin or Greek. I can speak a little bit of a few languages, but I can do my property videos, promotional videos, send them out to different communities based on their language, their native language. Pretty powerful stuff. Taking video to the next level is actually moving it to an avatar. So get over to this fella.
Hi there. Welcome to the September market update. Spring is finally here, bringing a vibrant selling season. We're seeing lots of buyers at open homes and impressive clearance rates. If you've been thinking about selling, now is the perfect time to make your move.
Doesn't have much of a personality, but that's my avatar. So, little good question. I was just about to say. So it's a little video. They basically just get you to talk for about 30 seconds, and then it just takes it from there, creates your avatar, and you can put whatever prompting into it you like. So the beauty is with this is that I don't have to record these videos every single time. Obviously, if it's a market update, you might only do that once a month or a quarter or whatever it might be, but you can have your assistant or admin or whoever you want creating these for you regularly. And going back to thinking about your digital footprint, this is the sort of stuff that you should be utilising every single day for consistency. Get that out there onto your socials, and this type of information is what will really help build that digital footprint. So it can be whatever you want. You can change the inflection in terms of the way it talks as well. To take this to a whole new level, there's this new platform called Sora. Have a quick look.
Is this the future of content creation? Meet OpenAI's Sora 2, the next evolution of video generation. With just a few words, you can create hyper-realistic videos of literally anything you can imagine. As long as it's within their guidelines, of course.
She's about to turn tech into a weapon. I hope you backed up your data.
That's for spamming my inbox. Been testing it for the past few days. It's so mind-blowing. Simple sentence can transport you anywhere, anytime, in any scenario you dream up.
So that actually is completely AI generated. So she wasn't real at all during that video. So same sort of concept. You do a little bit of a video. It takes you and creates your avatar, but the realistic video that it can produce is crazy. So think about this in terms of your world, real estate, and think about what sort of videos you could create. You know, you're in a home, you're actually presenting someone's home, and then all of a sudden you jump from one room to another. You're up on the roof, you're out the back, you're all over the place. You could say you could be moving furniture around virtually, you could be knocking walls down and doing some renovation to the house as you're walking through. Think about the virality of that. That will go viral. If you utilize some of these tools, it is absolutely can become your secret weapon. So just to summarize the points that we've gone through, on text, voice, and video, there are obviously the items I've just gone through as examples just now, and they're actually the platforms I've used during this presentation. So if you want to take a photo of those, please go ahead. They're each of the platforms I've used. Clearly you all know ChatGPT, but you might not know some of the other ones. The voice AI agent that you heard before is actually part of our solution from Colab 6. Everything else is a third-party platform. And what I've done is turned that into a 30-day AI action plan. Who's excited? Yeah. So this 30-day AI action plan is for you to take a photo of, go away, and start this next week. Okay, these types of conferences, you want to make sure that you take stuff away from it. You always hear great stuff from Manos and the different presenters. You want to make sure that you implement these things in your business. So here's a very basic 4-week guide to start your process here. First thing, week 1, search yourself. There's only a few hands that actually went up, which I was quite surprised about. Search your own name on ChatGPT, see what it says about you. Okay, very basic. Second one, ask for a recommendation for an agent in your area. See who comes up, see where you rank against them. Then you need to do a lot of work. So week 2 is where the work begins. Actually start to really focus on building out your digital footprint. So make sure all of your socials are up to date, or your LinkedIn profile, your portal listings, your agent profile in the portals. Also any other reviews, agent reviews, Google reviews, and Finder, etc., etc. All of those different areas that have you listed, you want consistent and regular communication. Okay? The second point there in week 2 is do a deep research report. And you should be doing this regularly. Do it every month. And actually ask AI to tell you its thoughts around trends in that market. And then you can be armed with that information to your listing presentations. Week 3, do a bit of a role play. Once again, thank you to Justin for coming up here. He didn't know what he was doing, so thank you, mate. I put you on the spot. And so do a bit of a role play with Grok. Grok's actually my preferred app instead of GPT, but use whichever one you like. Think about Sarah, and think about how you could actually use a custom voice AI agent in your business. What could it do for you?
I think using and doing that with that person, Sora, I think I'd never expect a vendor to turn around and go, interesting. It also teaches us to have more articulate information to then say to them and to keep moving that pitch forward.
Totally, and you can actually ask it to change. She was actually pretty tough on you at the start. She's normally pretty easy, and I was actually going to say be a bit tougher. But so you can ask it to be a different personality. Say, give me lots of objections. Be really tough to convince. Be someone that has sold many times. You can ask it just to role play whatever you want. It just gives you more and more confidence every time you use it. And week 4, do a bit of a trial of Hey Jen and Sora. Try some of these video applications. Do a bit of translation. Maybe build an avatar, etc., etc. And if it's all too much for you, all too confusing, give us a call. That's what we're here for, Colab 6. So just to finish off, I think I'm a little bit over time, apologies. Be curious. I always say this at every presentation. With technology, especially with AI, be curious. Be curious about what it can do for you. Right? It's a change of mindset. And it's really important. Don't have your head stuck in the sand. Make it really easy for your clients to find you. Remember the fact that now digital search is rapidly changing. It's now AI doing research on you. Make sure that information is easy to find for you. Make sure it's easy to find for the AI, and make sure it's easy to find then for your clients. And the last point here is, I hope I've started to convince you a little bit to embrace AI, embrace technology, make it your best friend. This can be your secret weapon. It can be your sidekick behind you that actually makes you the agent you can be, or a better agent than what you possibly even can think about. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel.